Hello everyone. Next type of inheritance is multi-level inheritance. That means when we have more than two levels. Okay, that is chain of inheritance. Let's say class A contains M1 method and class B contains M2 method. Class C contains M3 method. Now when class B inherit class A, that means class B has all the methods that are present in class A. That means class B now contains M2 as well as M1 method. Okay. When class C inherits class B, that means class C contains all the methods that are present in class B. That means M2 and M1 both. So indirectly class C contains all the properties, all the methods that are present in class A, because class C inherits class B, which further inherit class A. So this is chain of inheritance, multi-level inheritance. Now class C contains all the methods M3, M2 and M1. That means class 3 contains all the methods that are present in class B as well as the methods present in class A. And syntax for this is class B extends class A and class C extends class B. First we have to write the derived class name and then extends keyword with the followed by base class name. Okay, so in this case class C is derived class and class B is base class, and now in this case class B is derived class and class A is base class. Let's implement this with a code. The same example I am implementing. Class A contains M1 method, void M1, and it prints suppose hello system dot out dot println hello. Let's close this method and close this class. Now class B derived class extends base class, that is class A, and void M2. That means class B now contains M1 method as it is. By writing this line, class B contains the method M1 in class B. Okay. So M2 method, let's define this method and let's say it defines hi. Okay. So instead of hello, I'm changing it to hi. So M2 displaying hi. Now again, class C derived class extends class B. Okay, I'm implementing this diagram with a code. Okay, so class C extends class B. This is the example of multi-level inheritance. Okay, so class C's new method is M3. That means by writing this line, class C now contains M2 as well as M1 method. But there is no need to write M1 and M2 again in class C. So I'm writing just new method, that is M3. Let's say it defines by. Okay, instead of I, I'm changing it to by. Now we have to create main class. Test main class public static void main string arg. Now we just have to create object of C class, derived class, and by creating object of C class we can call M1 method, M2 method and M3 method, because class C contains all these methods. So let's create the object of C class now. Class name, object name equal to new class name, obj dot, I can call M1 method, I can call M2 method using only C class object. Okay, because C contains all the methods, M2 method, and now obj dot M3 method. Let's close the main method and class. Let's run this program now. I'll save it. Now let's compile this program. Java C test.java. Now run this program, Java test. And this is the program. M1 is executed. Hello, hi, and bye. This is the output. And you can take the screenshot of this program also. This is the example for multi-level inheritance. I hope this is clear now. Thanks for watching my video, everyone. Thank you so much.